Hello and welcome, everybody. I have quite a lot of info today. It's pretty interesting. It's all winding up. You're probably feeling it. So I've got notes from the last couple of days. Interesting info from Grandmother Anna came through this morning. I'll just arrange my chair a bit better. I feel like I'm chasing my tail, really. I don't know about any of you, but they're super accelerated, these energies. They are spinny, and I'll just begin. Pop your name in the chat. It's lovely that you've joined me here on such short notice. So I have an invocation to do as well. It's quite a lot, and we're all on this movement, we're on this movement towards the 20th, 21st, 22nd. So yesterday, you may have have noticed these things. So energy streaming into the solar plexus. So some of you are on the second, so you might be having that experience today. So streaming into the solar plexus, and it came as deliberate and intentional to that area. That's what Gaia said. Crucial that inner child aspects are triggered, healed, balanced, and honored. So there's quite a lot of information that links into the triadic nature of the role of the inner child that's come through. And this came through in relation to the inner child wounding, came through in relation to this authoritarian intrusions, removing the rights of the child. And I feel really moved when I am saying this, destroying the innocence of the holy child, shredding, dismantling, toxifying the purity. This has to and will be dissolved. So this is what Gaia spoke of yesterday. Sorry, my hair looks like a total mess. Many of you may have felt this strongly today, which was yesterday. You may have felt personally under attack or under pressure, compressed, vulnerable, teary, and emotional. You may have felt reactive when you thought and felt that you had done enough work on yourself to stay even tempered, even under attack. So this was extreme energetic provocation so that you can address what traps you. So interesting languaging coming through about it all, isn't it? This energy will continue tomorrow, which is today here in New Zealand, but will also be followed by joyous resonance and uplifting frequency. So I must do this, make this, create this meme, because long time ago, when I asked Mother Mary a question, I asked her, what is the difference between love and joy? And she said, love is joy dancing. So I've always remembered that. I thought that was profound. The tri-coloured flame. Who knew? I mean, there's so many different flames, but this is what came through yesterday. The tri-coloured flame gets introduced today on the 3rd of the 3rd. And it shows up, honestly, it's so exquisite, it's so hard to even describe. It's like a wash. It's, if you think about, well, so these colours here, these colours are the softest of these colours is what the tri-coloured flame looks like. So you see this pink in here, this little soft pink. So this is the energy of the of Mother Mary, actually. And when I got this far, I just thought I was just painting. I was just and then I was told to stop. I mean, I just thought I was really painting in the background, and I knew that there was all this beautiful energy going into it, and there is beautiful energy that exudes from this. But this is the painting of the energy of Mother Mary, and down here is where the light of her temple came from, and I felt that I would be painting more in there, but no, there's lots of imagery in there that shows up in different lights and places, like Saint Germain shows up in there, Master Jesus shows up in there. There's this face sometimes in the different lights, but if you think about these sort of softer colors, and it's in yellow and pink and violet or lilac. So this is this tri-colored flame, and I was told that it's a gateway flame. It transforms into higher love, and it has been placed on the base of the spine. So let me read. So I have this book. This is Prayers to the Seven Sacred Flames by Aurelia Louise Jones. So this is her work. And I feel to read both of these actually, but I'm going to read this one first. So this is the invocation to the golden pink ray, which links into this. So in the name of the victorious presence of God I am, I call to the heart of beloved Serapis Bay. Beloved Serapis Bay and the Brotherhood of the Ascension Flame at Luxor. So that's in Egypt. Beloved Saint Germain, beloved Jesus Sananda, beloved Sanat Kumara and Lady Venus, the seven mighty Elohim and the seven beloved archangels and the seven Kohans of the rays. I invoke the golden pink ray from the heart of God to enfold my four main body systems and all my other subtle bodies. And I say, so I invite you to repeat this, golden pink light from the heart of God. And we say that 3 times. Golden pink light from the heart of God. Golden pink light from the heart of God. Infuse my form with dazzling golden pink radiance. Saturate me with the golden pink light from above. Saturate me with the pure white ascension flame. Raise me up into thy eternal glory. Resurrect my entire consciousness, being and world. Illumine and charge me with the light of cosmic love. For the victory of my ascension and the victory of my eternal freedom to the light. As I call this for myself and for the earth, I also call this for every man, woman, and child on this planet. And so it is, beloved, I am. So I thought that was appropriate. So my sense is that this tri-coloured flame that I'm seeing is new, and but I felt that was a good link into the information about it. And then today here in good old NZ, we're on the 3rd of March, and this is what came through today. And then this information. Stabilize and balance all 3 core aspects of self, the masculine, the feminine, and the holy divine child. This triangulation, it's so interesting how it showed up to me, is where the child aspect is so healed, it can hold all of you in its beauty, innocence, and purity. We ought to hold space for ourselves today for our own divinity, for our child self, for the goddess self, and the goddesses in our life, irrespective of gender. It's been interesting feeling into this idea that the divine masculine are having their divine feminine aspects really dropping in strongly, bringing about a greater explosion in the heart, really. But it's really soft. It holds all this beautiful compassion that they're starting to have for themselves. So gently lower ourselves into the waters of the divine feminine to bathe in exploring the essence of this, the smell, the sensuous pleasure, the immersion. And so just visualize that tri-coloured flame of this palest, palest yellow, the palest, palest pink, and the palest, palest lilac on the base of your spine. So I know that many of you are likely to be feeling tired. So it's as though many of the divine feminine have been kind of holding everything up, as in supporting everything. And so it feels like, double duty for a bit. I'll read it in the order that it's here. So then this is what I got about the divine masculines. They are rising up into themselves, into their higher manhood, accepting their role as divine masculine and claiming hand in hand with their divine feminine victory on the podium. That's how it showed up. The divine masculine holding hands with the divine feminine, stepping up onto the podium where you receive medals at some kind of games, Commonwealth, Olympic Games. Their hands clasped and raised high. So that's the imagery that came through earlier today. They are being pulled by into the heart of the divine feminine and being hurried along. It was like, it reminded me of the days when, and in some places they still do this, where they use like a part of a branch or bush as a brush, and that's what they were like, being pushed along by this brush. And this is the message from Grandmother Anna. The holy temple of the divine feminine Christ celebrates this day as commencement of laying in the energies of this new time. The sage is lit, the past energies are being purified. So I meant to bring it in and I forgot, because I have been, and like it's just been sitting there for the last year or so, but I have I started and am I'm starting to feel an urge to finish it, but painting the internal altar in the main temple room, in the temple of the divine feminine Christ. And so I was pulled into the energy of that today with Grandmother Anna. So you might imagine that you're in this beautiful sacred temple. There's a dome section in it. The dome above is this copper roof, and it's spherical, and on the inside are all these beautiful crystals. And there's a stained glass window that allows light to come in. So it's it's a round room within another space, if you like. So it's a room within a room, but it's at the end of it. It's got railings on it so that it's holds its own sacred space. And so just visualize that you are looking into that there's this light coming through, this early dawn light onto an altar space. The dawn finds its way through to wash the altar with its light. Frankincense and myrrh clear the blood and bring emotional cleansing after all of the emotional release of February. Rose brings in love and compassion to commence this new time. Hold love and compassion in your hearts. Bless yourself, your loved ones, and the earth with the frequency of love and compassion emanating from your beautiful hearts. So I just invite you to put your hands over your heart. This is this light language that came through from Grandmother Anna. Inei itashi, ekwe shiana, eti ana, eti ara. So take a breath and close your eyes and just feel the love and the compassion in your hearts for yourself. And just breathe that through yourself first. Allow yourself to be filled up. So feel these beautiful high frequencies of the rose. Filling your body. All this love, this now. From the tips of your toes to the top of your head, and then visualize that it's creating this hazy aura really close to the body of that cosmic light that we've been speaking of, that lilac light. So see that sitting close to your body. And then without losing any of it for self, allow it to be pulsing out. That frequency, I'll tell you what the frequency of rose is. I wrote it down, 320 megahertz. It's the essence that holds the highest frequency on our planet of the plant medicines, of the essences, the oils. So just allow and instruct your body to be emanating the frequency of the purest rose oil and essence, pulsating out into the world without taking anything from you. And I'll read that again. Inei etash ekoi shiana etiana etiara. So as we spiral through to this new orientation of day, frequency and time, we will be served, Grandmother Anna is saying, by an approach of beginning anew each day as we move through rapid change and acceleration during this time. So this is over these next few weeks. All right, so this is a note from Gaia that I want to insert in here. So she's saying many are feeling wound up. This is because we have spiraled upwards so quickly that many are having the sensation of feeling tight, squeezed under tension, and disorientated in the body. And so these are some strategies that Gaia has offered. Blowing through the lips and making a vibration like a horse does, if you're familiar with that. It's this kind of thing. So you breathe in and you breathe out like this. Breathe in and then breathe out. Do one more. So that Gaia is saying is a depressurizing breath. And also she was saying to try spinning like a top or a dancer, to try 3 or 11 or 33 spins. So I've been speaking with Anna today, and so this information about the spinning came up in relation to that. And it was interesting. So she did it, and she's in the northern hemisphere, and I did it, and I'm in the southern hemisphere. And so her ease came through spinning clockwise, and my ease came through spinning anti-clockwise. And so it's interesting. So you can spin like a dancer or like in a pirouette, and the instruction was to clap after each spin. That helps to ground it in, but it's to bring us into this new orientation because we've had this extreme acceleration. So it's you do 3 or 11 or 33 spins. And yeah, so for me, when I did 3 spins clockwise, and I was super spinny, disorientated, dizzy. And but when I did them in the opposite direction, it brought me ease in the body. Yeah, and for Anna it was the opposite. And so she's saying to spin, and then at the end of each spin just clap. So that's just like a shh, shh, shh. And then back here, so this daily reminder to come into the new. So that's what you're doing by spinning, and clapping will assist your energetic compass. It's what Gaia has said, to be more stable, and do repeat the spinning daily. Breathe in the essence and frequency of the rose each day this month. So if you've got flowers in your garden, or if you've got oils, or if you've got incense, that all links into the rose, to use that. Yes, so rose holds the highest frequency of all oils on our planet, and it brings balance and harmony to the body and the brain. So also today, honor the essence of the elementals and the joyful energies they bring to us. So I want to suggest that you declare an intention before you enter their space. So you can just speak, I'm here and I seek permission to enter your space, and I want to ask you to thank them. So if you do that at all today, or any day that you can this month, it feels so. First of all, when all of the giants were kind of raised from their stasis, the energetic template they created, I was shown, was to enliven the fourth dimensional, or the elementals. So they always show up to me as fourth dimensional beings. And it was to enliven them, to allow them to be more seen, and because humanity would have greater ability to be in energetic alignment, to see them and to hear them. And so this is what has come through for that. So I wish to thank you and pay tribute to each of the elements and elementals who are here in this space for your work and contribution to our earth. Thank you. And this word came through to close that, Ati Aho. And I was asked to tell you that at that point that it would be lovely to bow or stand in some kind of reverent position. So to me, I often just do this to the elementals and speak to them. So honor the essence of the elementals, the joyful energies that they bring to us. Walk gently through nature today. Be light of foot and soft of vision. This will assist your connection to the elementals. So it is 12:12 and I am done. So yeah, interesting, huh? It's I want to really encourage you to do that practice, to get some rose or get some rose petals or get some rose oil, to burn it, to smell it, to be in connection with that higher aspect, to honor the goddess today. So grandmother Anna, I have a special connection to her. I often say to people she is like my CEO. So she is the person I needed to. She is the person who told me that I needed to leave, that I needed to begin this work, that I needed to move, that I needed to um, uh, close off some other things that I was doing in order to do this work. And she is, to me, she is very grandmotherly, but she can also be very stern, very instructional. So she works on the first ray, if that means anything to you. And then there's another aspect of her that works on the fourth ray. And so I think that's correct. Anyway, she is the grand Pooh Bear of the Divine Holy Mothers. She holds that circle with these amazing divine holy women, ascended beings in our world. And of course, she, if you don't know, she is the mother of Mary and the grandmother of Jesus. And so she, I believe, has been well under heralded in our world. She, I believe, came to the earth. She came early. She may have even been the feminine energy that came to the earth at the earliest time to bring in the energetics of the Christ consciousness. And the stories of her are that she lived for 600 years. I certainly have memories, so I definitely had a place, a space in that time, and I have memories, and many of you may as well, of travelling with Grandmother Anna when she was unwell, of attending to her also in her time of stasis. So I remember really as a girl being sent to sit with Grandmother Anna in this cool cave with a bit of light, and she was lying in an open coffin, really, and there was always somebody that was tasked to be there to ensure that she was still breathing. So I do remember that. So it was just this very soft, gentle breath that would be made while she was in that repose. And she would be in there in my memory for 3 months or 6 months, and every however many years, I don't know. But that was for her regeneration. So I believe that she was here on the earth for a long time, that she brought the first seeds of Christ consciousness to lay in the feminine way, that she kind of created the pathway or created the opening for Mary to come. And then, of course, she birthed Mary. and then for Christ to come in through there. So yeah, she holds this incredible contrast of energies where she can be very strict and instructional, and then this beautiful, warm, grandmotherly woman. And so yeah, she leads the circle of the Holy Mothers, and I've definitely had the privilege of sitting in witness of that, and I love her dearly, and I'm sure that many of you have your own personal experiences with her. So yeah, let's begin more intentional work with the elementals as they become more ready, because really they've been slightly diminished. They haven't felt safe, and so let's connect to them so they feel safe in our world, because they bring the delight and the joy, the elements of that. So yeah, so hi Tina and Anna and Andrea and Jasmine and Misha and Fiona. Alive, Thrive, Andrea, Hallie Star, Heather Kay, Marian, Elizabeth, Amanda, Anakwe, um, oh, I'm just reading what you, and I've just got shivers all over me. Anakwe's just rushed and just jumped on, so not sure what is being said. I'm Anna, and my grandmother is Anna as well. Passed a long time ago, and I've been told she's my guardian. I've got goosebumps all over me. I had a vision 2 years ago. She stood in front of me and pushed a quartz charger stone into my third eye. A fleeting vision, but powerful. Yes. And Miriam saying Grandmother Anna appeared to her in a deep meditation, presenting herself as a guide to me. Yes, so if you work on the first ray, she will often present as a guide. I can't remember now whether, I mean, I see the number 4 relates to the Holy Mothers, and the number 13 relates to the goddesses. When she presents as Lady Rowena, I might have that wrong, that might be the third ray, but she has a vast influence. So I see, that she leads the feminine aspect of the Order of Melchizedek along with Lord Melchizedek. So yeah, that's my how I see it and perceive it. And so she came and did a huge job to come to the earth at that time when it was full of darkness, and to begin to see the light. So we are really in this extraordinary time. We are definitely on this countdown, and that's why it's really important for us to be able to hold this space, to be able to like doing this continuous daily reset, because it sort of shows up a little bit like a matchstick and a rubber band, and we're being twisted that tightly that the only way to undo it is to either pull the matchstick out or totally undo it. And so it's a bit like that. So we're wound up like that with the rubber band on a matchstick, and then from that place there, you rewind and into the new position, and then the same with the following day. So we're being spiraled up quite quickly. I believe it's because the divine feminine now can do this even though we're tired. We've been holding up from all angles really, and we can do it, and it's not much longer, and it's this that we're pulling the rest of the collective through. But I think it's significant that the divine masculine have stepped up today. They've owned who they are now, and so we should see some movement from them. And well, I think I read the little note from them, but I'll see what else comes. I just feel like I'm playing catch up with myself, probably just like all of you are. So sleep is hard to come by at the moment. It is as though we're off doing things here on the earth, probably in the earth and above the earth, and we'll be holding space for others to come through to receive their light codes, to come into this recognition of who we are. So that's another aspect of what's happening. It's a lot, it's coming from all directions. So we're being asked to be taller, bigger, and more expansive. We're being asked to hold space for others to do the same. We're being asked to be, oh yeah, this, I don't really remember talking about that, but it showed up to me. So I'm distracted. It's kind of in the same thing, but anyway, um, I'm distracted. I'll just tell you this while I remember. This triad, so masculine, feminine, and then here is the Holy Child. And it was as though when the Holy Child, when our Holy Child, when our inner child, our divine child that sits in our solar plexus is healed, whole, and purified, that it's like that holds our feminine and our masculine. It's a pretty interesting concept. So this is back to the purity, back to the holy divine child. So this is what we're being asked to do, is to come to that level of purity, wholeness, and light and innocence. And then, yeah, this idea that is really everybody's challenge, which is this stepping into self, but stepping into the bigger self. So this bigger, expanded version of self that is overwhelming, really, for a lot of people, because it's kind of beyond any thought or idea that many have had. And so when that comes in for you, you do it in a way that's open. Don't push yourself, but be an allowance, be in the curiousness of it, and just say, okay, so maybe I am that. Maybe this is the bigger part of me, and I'm open to looking at it. I'm open to receiving it. I'm open to allowing it. I'm open to the integration of it. And so this is kind of, I want to say, it's like spiritual ego in a way. It can show up like that. Well, that I can't be that. I can't be that amazing. I can't be that big. I can't be that powerful. I can't be that um, influential. But you can. And this is what's showing up for people now. So I just invite you to just step into it in a way that's just gentle. Okay, well, I'm up for having a look. I'm up for seeing how this feels. I'm up to seeing if this fits, rather than that won't be me. I will not be in that. That can't be right. So just be aware of what position you're taking as you're being asked to step into your higher, more expanded, often and likely to be some form of goddess or priestess with huge cell and soul memories. Just be open to it. Just reading what you're writing, what you've written, Jasmine. Okay, so Elizabeth, wonder if that was part of what was going on for me these past few days. Deeper level healing of the divine child. Yeah. Facing many demons over the past few days. Yeah, well, I think that, they come up to challenge us. That's, again, could be the ego part of us, or it could be other aspects of us that are coming up for us to go, yeah, okay, I see you. Is there healing here to do around this? And then, to just be in this acceptance, allowing that we're all many things. And so we can use all of it to in a way that's powerful. It doesn't have to be diminishing. Even the demonic things, they hold power. It's how we direct it, right? And then Jasmine saying her guides have been showing her, and she can't help but laugh and say that can't possibly be me. So whether I read that or not a moment ago, I'm unsure. I have such a terrible connection with time, but really it's timelessness. That it's as though my brain is the capacity of an ant, honestly. So I'm really sorry if if I've read that twice. Yeah. So enjoy the day, light some candles, have some. Let's all practice having some moments of reverence each day. Reverence for the earth, reverence for Gaia, reverence for the goddess, reverence for the elementals. And I'll see you again soon. You have a beautiful, beautiful evening or day. Much love to you.